Your mood tomorrow morning is not an accident. It's not random, and it's not decided by your inbox. It's programmed in the first hour after you open your eyes, because your emotional trajectory is largely shaped in the first 30 to 60 minutes after waking. Before the world touches you, before you check anything, before you react. Why? Because three systems activate almost simultaneously. 1. The cortisol awakening response. 2. Dopamine baseline calibration. 3. Prefrontal cortex re-engagement. If you understand those three, you don't chase happiness. You engineer it. Let's go deeper. 1. Synchronize your brain clock immediately. When you wake up, your brain is briefly disoriented. It's asking, where are we in time? Light answers that question. Natural morning light hits specialized retinal cells and signals your brain's master clock. That clock regulates serotonin during the day and melatonin at night. This isn't just about sleep, it's about mood stability. Morning light exposure is associated with higher daytime serotonin, lower risk of depressive symptoms, and more consistent energy across the day. Advanced move: within 10 minutes of waking, step outside. No sunglasses, no phone. 5 to 15 minutes is enough. Even on cloudy days, you are anchoring your neurochemistry to reality. A stable circadian rhythm creates a stable emotional rhythm, and stability is the foundation of happiness. 2. Protect your dopamine baseline. Here's where most people sabotage themselves. The first 20 minutes after waking are highly dopamine sensitive. If your first action is notifications, social media, email, or news, you artificially spike dopamine before effort. Your brain learns that reward comes before action. The cost: a lower baseline dopamine level later, and low baseline dopamine feels like low motivation, low pleasure, irritability, emotional flatness. Happiness isn't constant stimulation, it's a strong baseline. Advanced rule: no high stimulation input for 20 to 30 minutes. Let dopamine rise naturally through light movement and task completion. Earn your first spike. Your brain respects what it earns. 3. Regulate cortisol instead of fighting it. Cortisol peaks 30 to 45 minutes after waking. This is normal. It's called the cortisol awakening response. Cortisol gives you alertness and drive, but when combined with rushing, doom scrolling, stress planning, or catastrophic thinking, it turns into anxiety fuel. Instead of amplifying it, regulate it. 2 to 3 minutes of slow breathing with longer exhales activates your parasympathetic nervous system. Advanced pattern: inhale 4 seconds, exhale 6 to 8 seconds. Repeat 8 to 10 cycles. Longer exhales signal safety to the brain. You're not suppressing cortisol, you're shaping how your body interprets it. That shift can change your emotional tone for hours. 4. Move before rumination starts. Morning rumination strongly predicts anxiety throughout the day. The brain loves to loop when the body is still. Movement disrupts that loop. Even 5 minutes increases endorphins, norepinephrine, and BDNF. Brain-derived neurotrophic factor. BDNF supports neuroplasticity, your brain's ability to adapt instead of spiral. Adaptability creates resilience. Resilience creates long-term happiness. You don't need a full workout. You need activation. Fast walking, mobility drills, push-ups, squats. Emotion follows physiology, always. 5. Prime identity, not productivity. Most people wake up asking, what do I have to do? High-level psychology asks, who am I being today? Identity-based intentions activate the prefrontal cortex and increase behavioral alignment. Instead of, I need to be productive, say, I am someone who handles pressure calmly. I am someone who protects my energy. I am someone who responds thoughtfully. Your brain craves consistency. When behavior aligns with identity, internal friction drops. And internal friction is one of the biggest drains on happiness. Peace comes from alignment, not achievement. 6. Create one immediate mastery signal. Your brain constantly tracks evidence. Small wins increase self-efficacy, dopamine, and perceived control. Perceived control is one of the strongest predictors of psychological well-being. Do one intentional action immediately. Make your bed with precision. Drink water before coffee. Write one structured journal page. Complete a 5-minute task fully. You're sending one message. I move myself. Small mastery builds momentum. Momentum builds confidence. Confidence stabilizes mood. This is behavioral momentum in action. Happiness is not excitement. It's regulated neurochemistry plus perceived control. Morning is when cortisol peaks. Dopamine recalibrates. Identity is impressionable. Neuroplasticity is elevated. If you surrender that window, your mood becomes reactive. If you design that window, your mood becomes strategic. Strategic happiness compounds, not because life becomes easier, but because your nervous system becomes stronger. You don't need a perfect day. You need a protected first hour. That's not self-help, that's neurobiology.